say that submission has been a word that has been misinterpreted, and I'm kind of puzzled to how this massive misinterpretation has spread across because it's affecting relationships on a very, very deep level. Um, but one obvious aspect of it is that it definitely has fueled the ego, and I would say on the men's side, because most men that are talking about submission are talking about from an angle of dominance, control within inside a relationship, which then that shows a shallowness on us as men. So to really look at that, because to command control over someone, to demand someone to be subjected to you, is actually limiting you, limiting us as men. Because when we sit there and try to enforce a role that a woman's supposed to play to us, with us quote unquote trying to be superior, we're automatically going to create a lack inside the relationship when you look at it metaphysically. So I'm going to say this about submission. Submission, the answer is right in the word, everybody. Look at the word submission, prefix sub, mission. So let's just look at that. So when we talk about sub, it means something to fall beneath or something to support. So what this gives us a visual understanding is that first and foremost, if you're going to be in an intentional relationship or some type of relationship, there must be a mission. There must be a layout. There must be a purpose, right? And then that should be overarching over the individuals in the relationship or everyone that's a part of a relationship. So that means you fall subject to the mission. Now that mission, we can correspond it to our individual purposes. So man must know his purpose that he's supposed to convey in his life. What is his command on his life? And the same is for the woman. She's supposed to know her purpose, which is the command upon her life. So when you have individuals that don't know their purpose, then it breaches and hinders them to make sound or concise decisions in their choosing of each other, because they don't have a mission, so they don't see how each other corresponds or fit. Remember, often y'all hear me say relationship is there's an interplay. It moves towards harmony. So it's hard to harmonize with somebody when you don't understand the mission. Now back to the men. This is why it's important for us to be able to cast a vision. So that way women can see the vision, see what it's about, so that way they can make a decision to see if they coincide with the overarching picture that falls in line with the mission. If it's not there, then she is not able to function or to complement you in a very productive way. You're automatically going to have a counterproductive relationship. Just on the basic of talking about submission, since everyone argues around it. So here's the thing. Everyone is supposed to fall up under a mission. Find out what that mission is. In other words, what is your truth in your life? And then we have to be willing to accept which each person's truth is in relation to their purpose here in his life, so that we can see how it meshes and how we can flow with each other as we go about fulfilling a mission. If you don't have a mission, why are you trying to be in an intentional relationship? Now that mission could be anything. You might have more a soul mission in life, right? You might have more of a, your relationship might be revolving around just a good social interaction, having fun, and that's fine. The end of the day is we have the power to choose how we want to organize and arrange our relationships. But the functionality is going to come from us knowing what the mission is and keeping that above us. So that way that mission can check us when we get out of line, when the ego insertion begins to come into play and starts to move in the direction of being in disunity, right? The mission can help us remind us what we really are here together for, so it can help us correct and move back towards harmony. So submission is something that I think men, that we're going to have to evolve and redefine that thing, because we're limiting women's potential by making them being subjected to us when they're actually our co-equals with us. They're co-partners, co-creators. No one's above more of the other. We're co-equal. We just have different functions. And when it comes down to interplay, we're going to bring different things to the table. And as we do that, we're going to operate in a sense of unity and harmony to bring about something bigger than ourselves. And that's submission.